person that said you were going to work really hard in the gym this year? How's that going? And aren't you the one that said you were going to pay more attention to your diet and eat more protein? Was that you? And aren't you the one that said she was going to stop skipping her cardio sessions? And abs. Oh, I'm sure that was you. No, wait, that was you. That was definitely you. Okay, I'm just kidding. We listen and we don't judge. And I am definitely in that same boat, or I was towards the end of last year and beginning of this year. We listen and we don't judge. We just established that. It's so easy to set the goals, but then actually following through and actually like keeping consistent with them and making sure that they don't just gradually, you know, tailor off towards the end of the year. It's really hard. So it is really easy to get out your journal, write in your goals, feel so good about yourself, and then just, you know, either not stick to them, or if you do stick to them, it only lasts for a certain amount of time. So you have to have these little checkpoints, you know, and consider this a checkpoint. This is a checkpoint for you to think, okay, am I taking this seriously? Speaking of taking things seriously, this is my bed hair, okay? And this is actually mild. But yeah, this is my bed hair because I woke up, smoothed it down. You know, let's be real. I'm not going to be completely, what's the word? Feral on the internet. Opened the camera and clicked record because today is an exciting video. I've never really done one of these. I don't think I've ever done one of these on YouTube, which is just a full what I eat in a day. And let's preface this video. This is food inspiration, and I want to show you that girlies, if you want to get them goals, if you want to get that dream body, that strong, functional, fit dream body, you gotta eat. You gotta eat, and you gotta eat enough of the right things. So there's the thumb, there's point A. And point B is genuinely deciding what you're gonna eat every day is the bane of adulthood. I don't care how negative that sounds. It is so hard to constantly think of something to eat. So yeah, I hope that this video can help you decide that, so you don't end up like me where I sit on the sofa at 7 p.m. needing food, dinner, and not knowing what to eat, and then like frantically searching TikTok when I've only got like rice in my fridge. So I want to help you guys so that you don't have to do that. You can watch this video and get some food inspiration, and I'm sure I can do more of them in the future because I do not eat the same thing every day. That can be point C. I do not eat the same things every day. I'll usually have a little food rotation, I'll have similar meals, and I'll have leftovers and all that kind of good stuff, but I don't eat the same foods every day. No, none of that over here. So with that said, let's make breakfast. Okay, so let me talk you through it. This is today's breakfast. I have got 3 eggs with like a sprinkle of, a good sprinkle of cottage cheese. I usually add that into the pan to let it melt and go like creamy. But the pan, I thought I hadn't heated up the pan, and then I had, and it was just like a weird setting. I just can't get on with this hob. That's what it is. It's not my cooking skills, it's that. So I added it after. Oh yeah, the pan went all like flaky with like the egg. No. So I added the cottage cheese after, and it's kind of stayed cottage cheesy, so I'll report back on that. And then I've just got some sourdough, which I didn't make this, but we might have a rat in the freezer because why has it got a hole in the middle? With some butter, and then I don't know what it is, but recently I am just literally ravenous for these. They are so good. I love berries so much. So I'm getting protein from the egg and the cottage cheese, and then the The sourdough is my kind of carbohydrates, and the butter is a source of dietary fat, and also just joy, because butter on toast is a joy. And then my berries are my source of like plants, fiber, micronutrients, but you've got micronutrients across this whole plate, so yeah. And fun fact about the sourdough, I actually slice mine up and keep it in the freezer. Slice it first, trust me, I learned the hard way, so that I can just use it on the go. It lasts way longer, but it actually improves the health profile of the bread, because you increase the levels of resistant starch, and this happens with pretty much all carbohydrates that you chill or freeze. It increases the resistant starch, which is actually really good for your gut. So the more you know. That is not to say that carbs aren't great when you first cook them, like pasta, but it's just interesting to know that leftovers can also go.
All this time, I've been feeling hopeless till you came around. All this time, you're the only reason I'm not chasing highs. What is love? Lately I've been wondering just what is love? I don't know. No one ever showed me I've been on my own for too long. But if you hold me now, let me into your heart. Maybe I can start to love again and tend to my scars. Can you show me how? Can you love me with all you've got? 'Cause I just wanna come alive.
Training is done for the day. I trained legs, as you saw. I didn't film the full workout for this video, but if you do want to see a full like leg day, then let me know. I was thinking I would do a video like a full week of workouts or something like that if you guys are interested, so if you are, let me know. But I always feel sick after legs. I think it's the hip thrusts, and I have to be really careful to not like bend over too much, because I feel like if I'm constantly like going down to the floor to pick up a dumbbell, or going down in like an exercise, or going down to pick up my phone to change a song, I start to feel really sick. So yeah, that's like something that if you ever see me train and I'm like picking up my phone like this, that's why. I feel good now. We're back, we're showered, and we're gonna make lunch, and I'm really excited for today's lunch because it's just really fun. It's like a fun, like I think a fun lunch, but you can tell me if you think it's fun. I know it looks a little bit like a plate of like cat food / what you dig up from your garden, but it tastes delicious. It tastes so good. I've already tried this about 50 times because I filmed it for Instagram as well, so this is not a first bite, but you need to try this. This is so good, and this just feels so fun. Like, I need food to be fun sometimes because it just gets a little bit boring, and like I can't just down a chicken, rice and broccoli meal for breakfast, lunch and dinner. That is so yummy, so fresh. I hate to say it, but the fresh herbs really do make all the difference in things like this, because, or frozen, but just herbs in general. Don't sleep on your herbs, your garnishes. Oh my gosh, I'm getting my whole sleeve in it. And the crackers are so nice as well. They're just like little rice crackers. Obviously this is a little bit bougie with like the herbs and the avocado, depending on where you live, but tuna is usually a really easy and affordable protein source. This is honestly so yummy. And you don't have to have it with crackers. I feel like you could have this on a bagel, on some toast. It'd be so nice. Or even just, no, not on its own. You need a bit of a carbita in there. Before I forget, I'm actually gonna make myself a little drink because I didn't have coffee today. It's obvious I didn't have coffee today because that stuff happens.
It was just the Stanley, don't worry. Things made of, like, things they make tanks out of.
Yeah, I didn't have coffee, and the reason that is a whole topic of conversation is because I have it stacked my creatine with my coffee. So didn't have my coffee, didn't have my creatine. And I like to take 3 grams every day because creatine is something where it's not like pre-workout where you're going to take it and you're going to get instant effects. It's something where it takes time to saturate your muscles and really ensure that your creatine stores are fully juicy. So I'm going to have 3 grams of creatine. That's a very heaped tablespoon though. And then I'm actually going to add in some collagen peptide. This is to support skin, hair, nails, joints, all that kind of stuff. There's mixed research on collagen, but I just prefer to take it for some of the potential benefits on joint health. Then I'm going to whisk that up. This is quite hard to do, like, okay. Oh. So I do find that collagen does not mix the best. So an electric whisk is pretty essential, or it just kind of like globs together. But if I whisk it like this, it goes really fluffy. It's really nice. And I go for unflavored, both creatine and collagen. So it's unflavored, so you can add it to like shakes or juice or something. So as you can see, it's like gone like foamy almost, like it looks like milk. Now that is all mixed, like I was saying, it's unflavored, but it doesn't mean that you can't detect it. Like it will feel almost grainy in water. Oh, so I like to add some squash. And voila. And there is protein in collagen, so a little protein boost as well. No, there's not protein in collagen. Protein is collagen. And that is my little lunchtime drink. Did not mix that well enough. Beautiful. Just tastes like squash, but I'm getting my creatine and some collagen. Guess we went outside for the first time today. Yeah. If some of you have watched my previous videos, you will know that I have been struggling with perioral dermatitis, and yeah, love that for me. Even my sun cream sets my skin off at the minute, so I've not been wearing any, but I have been avoiding the sun completely, which is really easy when you are literally a hermit like me and you just live in the 4 walls of your apartment. But I ventured outside today and I was wearing a hat thinking I was safe. I don't think I was safe, guys, because I don't even know if you're gonna see this on camera. And what's worse is it's like the sun was here, so it's like gone across my face like this. So that's lovely. It's giving dimension. It's giving shading. So yeah. Anyway, snack time. We are getting on into the day, basically. What time is it? My phone's on charge in the other room. I think it's about 4 p.m. It is snack time. And also I'm trying to get in the mindset of the fact that I will then also have dinner. And tonight's plan was chicken tacos, like birria tacos. Although I have just realised I probably don't have tin tomatoes. Well, it's gonna be tacos anyway. So I need to get the chicken out of the freezer and get my shnack going. I always freeze meat like 9 times out of 10 because often I'll like bulk buy it when it's cheaper and then I'll freeze it and like defrost it. Should have defrosted it earlier, but wasn't thinking. But yeah, let's do that now. And yeah, defrost it and then have it like on the day or the day after. It just means it lasts longer and food is cheaper. And a really easy snack that I've been going to in the afternoons at the minute is literally just 2 pots of Greek yogurt. I will show you everything, guys, don't worry. I'll show you everything and all the details. We'll make it and then I will talk you through it after. We have our yog bowl with 32 grams of protein and some low sugar granola with some raspberries that look really hairy. Like, why do these raspberries look so hairy? Extra fiber, I guess. And then honey on top. So let's talk through it. So we've got 2 little pots of Greek yogurt. They were 16 grams of protein each. So by my calculations, 32 grams of protein in this bowl. And then we've got some low sugar granola, which I just went for lower sugar because granola can be one of those things that has an unexpectedly high sugar content, and I just feel a little bit healthier going for lower sugar, mostly from like a dental perspective. But I really don't overly stress about those things. I'd love to make my own, but time and resources, you know? So, and I did recently buy the protein granola, which was really nice and was another little hit of protein, but this had like a quarter of the sugar content. And less protein obviously, but in this I don't really need it because I'm getting all that protein from the Greek yogurt, remember? And before I move on from the Greek yogurt, a little lesson in yogurt. When something says Greek style, it is not Greek yogurt, and that is fine. It's a great yogurt source. Yogurt sounds like it's its own like food group at this point. Yogurt doesn't even sound like a real word now. Yogurt. Anyway, I really hope you edited that part out, Tabs, because what was that? Anyway, Greek yogurt is really good for you. So is natural yogurt. So is Greek style yogurt, which is basically natural yogurt. I'm doing it again. Greek style has a lot less protein than Greek yogurt, true Greek yogurt, and that can just be annoying if you are trying to up your protein intake and you pick up what you think is Greek yogurt, because the font, the color, like everything can give like Greece on the packaging and you're seeing the word Greek, but Greek style is not Greek yogurt. And then we have topped it with raspberries for fiber and just yumminess, and you know, one of our 5 a day. Although I'm not gonna lie to myself, I probably needed a few more raspberries to actually get the 1 in your 5 a day, because you are supposed to have 80 grams of a fruit or vegetable for 1 in your 5 a day. But guys, like raspberries in this economy, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That was plentiful. And then a sprinkle of honey just for yumminess, because as much as I like Greek yogurt, like it can obviously be a little bit tart, a little bit sour. So yeah, but I love this because I get like crunch, texture, juiciness from the berries, creaminess from the yogurt. It's just enjoyable to eat. The one thing is, my nutrition girlies, you might be thinking, Tabs, there's no healthy fats. I know, but I ate a whole avocado for lunch, and it's not a case of I ate that so I can't eat this. It's a case of actually I had quite a lot of healthy fats for lunch, so it's not as desperate of a situation to have healthy fats in this meal. But if you noticed that, I'm proud of you. I am gonna enjoy this, probably ice my face, and then we will catch up for dinner. And everybody cross your fingers that chicken defrosts. Yeah. I just got back from my little evening walk, trying to get the steps in for the day. So that was lovely, and I listened to some podcasts while I was plodding along, which was so nice, literally lovely. And now it is 20 to 7, and I am hoping that nearly 3 hours is enough to have defrosted that chicken, but time will tell. It's literally going to be a really easy high protein dinner for tonight. If I do more of these videos, what you will come to learn, girls, is that I am like the laziest high functioning human being that you will probably ever meet. Like, I set my goals and I want to go for my goals and I want to work really hard and all that kind of stuff, but I will almost 9 times out of 10 take the lazy route. But I still get there, so work smarter, not harder. So this should be really quick, really easy, minimal washing up, and also just taste delicious. The upstairs neighbour has decided to rearrange the whole apartment. Sound. The chicken literally feels solid. So this could be a shambles.
One eternity later.
Chicken on the floor.
Chicken on the floor.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Tabs, do you know how to make fajitas? Because that is not fajitas. I just was cooking the chicken, and when I added the spice, I just have like a little like chicken seasoning pot, and it just didn't smell like fajitas to me. That might sound insane, so it changed the whole recipe and it changed the whole course of tonight and maybe my life. So I instead made like some pulled chicken like burgers, yeah? with a side of my inner rabbit, because I love, not everyone can relate to this, I just love crunchy vegetables. Even with dinner, like there is no rule to say that you have to have cooked vegetables with your dinner, whereas I feel like that just seems to be an unwritten rule in the English food language book. I just like fresh veg, yeah. So it's just something that I've always done. Okay, let's talk through it. I've got 2 brioche buns, which brioche is technically more of a processed form of a carbohydrate, or bread in this case, which means it will spike your blood sugar. And I'd say quotes because this is a fact, but it's also something that is just blurted out around social media nowadays as if it's like pathogenic, as if it's disease causing. And having a blood sugar spike is not disease causing, especially for someone who is healthy and has a healthy body and pancreas that can produce what it needs to bring your blood sugar back down or up if it ever is too low. So A, I don't need to worry about simple carbohydrates in moderation, and B, pairing it with protein from the chicken and then fibre from the vegetables, as well as the fats in the extra virgin olive oil that I used whilst cooking the chicken. So the key takeaways here are, I'm not very good at cooking fajitas, and eating different food groups together is going to change the digestion time and response. And I'm washing it all down with a can of Coke Zero over Diet Coke any day, any day. Actually, that's a lie, it goes full fat Coke, but I cannot do that to my teeth every single day because of the sugar, then Coke Zero, and then Diet Coke. So good. That was so yummy, and that is gonna be the end of today's video. Oh, you thought? Girlies, there is an opportunity for a sweet treat every single day. Every single day is an opportunity to have a sweet treat. So we're gonna use the opportunity. These are, I have no idea how to say this. These are franui, and they are everything. They are everything. It's literally a little raspberry dipped in chocolate, and you keep them in the freezer. And they say on the packaging you're supposed to take it out an hour before you want to consume. Who takes out dessert an hour before they want it? Like, dessert is like a spur of the moment vibes. So I'm just gonna eat them frozen. These just scratch something in my brain in terms of, it's a fruit, so it feels fresh. Like, I'm big on fruits because they just taste so fresh and so nice. They're hydrating, they're full of micronutrients and goodness, and they're gonna just nourish you from the inside out, but they're also by nature sweet, so you get that hit of sweet. And then it's also dipped in chocolate, and just the texture, the crunch, the like experience of these is so indulgent, but also really light. Like, they're just nice to eat. Okay, let's see if we can get a good crunch. Look at that, so beautiful. So these ones are in white chocolate and then in milk chocolate, and the other ones are in milk chocolate, no, and then the other ones are in white chocolate and then in dark chocolate. Variety, you know. I've said it before in this series and I will say it again. In fact, I'm going to say it every single episode so as it gets in here. If it is a nightmare to get and maintain your quote-unquote dream body, is it really your dream body? That is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know my kitchen did not, and later on Tabs, who's going to be cleaning that, also did not, but no, it's been so fun, and I hope that you feel inspired and rewired, and that I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. Oh. Bye guys. Bye guys. I'll see you later. Right, onto the dark chocolate ones.